way to go.
What do you say?
The rest of the lesson today.
I think going well. I think that the kids were engaged and I think they enjoyed making it. I think that my history lesson before my instrument lesson over the instruments helped a lot with their understanding. However, I think I could have come up with better questioning.
He's gonna win.
I think I could have introduced the questioning before I started. I think I jumped into the lesson instead of, stepping back and relearned and allowing questioning to take place.
Right, more of a question rather than just reading straight from the poster.
Yes.
And and that's kind of what I wrote down also, because you talked about the one thing, but I didn't hear any discussion of where else could we have seen it.
Yeah, and yes, it's perfect, and I could have made it more relevant to them.
Yeah, is there maybe tie it into something like does anyone have, do they have it on their farm, or do they have a ranch, or, something like that we can tie it into. And so I think if you're on top of that, where you caught yourself, where questioning why, and that's exactly what I was writing. And you also giving them the purpose of why they were making the one base, what was the purpose of it, why the importance of them understanding that.
As opposed to just discussing weather tools and, I was trying to switch to meteorology, and I think that I wasn't going to hard time making it relevant to their lives.
Having them make some type of connection.
Yes.
Okay. And then you mentioned that on step 5, you just said, okay, we're going to go on to step 5 or whatever. And it would have been nice if you would have mentioned something like, why is this piece, because you made a comment, I can't remember exactly what you used, but you made a comment saying, step 5, and I wanted to know why was step 5, why would it have been such an important piece to them?
Oh, I think I skipped step 4, and I said, let's skip step 4 and just go to step 5. But I think that, I can't remember the rest of the top of my head, but I think that step 4 had something that
didn't pertain, or they didn't really need, I remember you saying that. And
we can look at it.
Yeah, and it said on there,
I'm not going to use those paper plates.
yeah. Okay, it said step 5 was push pen through middle of straw into top of eraser. Make sure to leave space between pen and eraser top. Okay, I wanted to know what would have been the importance of them leaving that space between the top and the eraser.
So there was room for it to spin, and I guess, you're right.
Because the kids asked, and then you were like, just so that it can go, and so it wasn't like that was.
Use some more scientific terms towards it.
That a critical teaching moment, because it was good overall and everything. It was just little things, the questioning was good, or having them have some type of discussion, in between, or something.
Or even, instead of just reading that, actually teaching them. So that
Why do you think?
Yeah, I was going to talk to your neighbor about why you think we need that extra remember. I could have used that. Like I said, I could have gone over this before and got the material instead of just jumping into it.
Yeah. And so, exactly. And then I started writing something about the reason for second compass, and then you came in and you were saying, okay, the reason for this compass, giving you a second compass, and then I was like, okay, she got it. And so, and so that was good. I mean, the experiment itself, it was really, really good. They loved it. They were engaged. And so, what are your thoughts on that? How, besides the questioning stems that you could have done?
I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed going to the actual science lab and having the students, use different materials, and then going outside. I thought that was important because at first I was thinking, well, what if it's not really windy that day? We're just gonna stay inside and blow down on it, and I did that at first. And I'm like, it's gonna be better for them. Yes, it was boring. So the fact that we could go outside, and when I did make mine originally, I went out there and tried it out to see if it would spin and see if I could make any modifications. And so then I moved around to different areas, and I thought it would be great for them to use their wind vanes.
let's see, yeah, that was really good, and the hands-on helped a lot, having everything ready for them to use and explaining why. And then going outside and making sure that they knew the areas and stuff, and how to read the compass, how to line it, and
And,
so.
yeah, using it with the wind vane.
And the comparing of the two and stuff, and that they align. And so, and I think with the follow through at the end, bringing it back, tying it in, questioning them and saying, okay, these are a couple of questions, now let's go back, I want you to just write down, what were your observations, and, what did you observe outside when we were out there, how did, and like, David mentioned, it was crazy, it went crazy. Well, how did it go crazy? That's why, to extend a little bit more, give it to me, write it out, give it to me. And so, kind of tying it all in word and, but overall, it was a great training. They really liked it. And so they were all excited about it.
I think that, because my initial thing was making the temperatures. That's what I initially wanted to do with it. However, it was really difficult and the last time, but I was happy that there was still one there for me to show it to them. I think that it kind of acted as an engagement for them. Like a little pre-experiment,
And I
just
think
showing
you
them.
could have elaborated or tapped into the water cycle because they were where the condensation was being built through. So you could have tied in.
Yes, and I could have shown them because it was there.
Right, and so it lent itself to that, and you didn't harbor on that. And so, and that was key, because you always wanna build on top of, what they learned, and build on top of that, and bring that, and keep bringing it back, so that way they can remember and stuff. And so, Christopher kept saying, but there's all that water on the outside, and so when I said, well, then go back to your notes, what is it called? And so, and he didn't have it all written out on his, so he didn't have it all written. And so, well, there's that word, what's it called? We did it in third grade too. And so, when we were doing the water cycle. And so, I don't remember if you just didn't finish it, or whatever the deal was. But the thing is that, yeah, you could have,
Used that teaching moment.
yeah. And so, and those are things like that, and myself, that I have to remember as well.
Well, it's excellent advice for me to, make sure I can keep teaching, and when those certain scenarios present themselves, to take advantage of that.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it's like, we're just in that moment that you're like, oh, okay, yay, we did it, and then you're like, could have done this,
Thinking about it now.
Yeah, and so, and I think, being really mindful of that. And so, because he was like struggling with it, so, being mindful that you have them all on track. And so, is key. And basically, it's just a questioning overall. It was a good lesson. And a pre-lesson as well, when they were doing their little books. The flip books, and so that helped them also, to know the word, the verbiage of it, and so, and what they're meaning behind it. And so, and maybe now, paraphrase it. So using, continuing using the lingo that we were using, trying to implement that type. And so that way they're using everything throughout, and it's not just, we only use it here, no, we use it all the time. Yeah, for every subject, or whatever subject it is. Anything else? Okay. And good job, overall, good job. They were very engaged, they were into it, so considering we had a very small class today.
Yeah.
It worked out really
It's
well.
still working out. Well, thank you.
Okay, all right, thank you, David.